Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching You. This is episode 7 of season 1. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the first 6 episodes. Last episode, yeah, he finally succeeded in killing Peaches, but he never really intended to do this in this episode. He definitely did the episode before. He chased her, didn't he? He found out she was another stalker of Beck. He's one of them. She was another. He doesn't like that. He obviously doesn't like her being in Beck's life at all because she doesn't like Joe. She's suspicious of him. She's always raising questions. She's always, questioning his whereabouts. How did they meet? He's not right for her. He's just a bookstore manager. She wants her to be living this luxury life. And obviously that is not what Joe can offer. And she's getting in the way of his relationship. So he looked to take her out. Basically, when she was running in the end of episode 5, he chased her, bang, smashed her over the head with a rock and hopes that she died. Well, turns out, obviously, we found out in episode 6 that she survived, and it looked like she had less injuries than Joe. Obviously, Joe encountered Ron, didn't he, when he went back to his apartment after, Paco tried to give him a couple of sleeping tablets and possibly OD'd him. Joe managed to put his hands down his throat, save his life. He got up, just absolutely knocked the crap out of Joe, saying, I told you to stay away from me, stay away from Paco and our relationship. He's mad, mate. And his face was absolutely done in. He looked really good. The makeup department in the last episode do deserve some credit because he looked really, really good and obviously really beaten up, badly bruised. He then obviously followed Bex in the previous episode 6, because she was offered to come onto like a little spa retreat day, so to speak. I don't know what you'd call it. Just come with me and Peaches and to the woods, and we can relax and we can, spend time together. We can put all this drama of me being attacked, me obviously possibly trying to kill myself in the past, and we could just have a girls' night. Well, it turns out that they wasn't having a girls' night because Peaches invited this guy around, and then they all took some MDMA, and she wanted to instigate a threesome, pretty much. Peaches went in, started kissing Bex. Bex kissed her a little bit, and then she pulled away. She said, look, I've got a boyfriend. I can't be doing this. And she left. Well, Peaches, then she just carried on with the guy. What's interesting, though, is Joe followed them in the day. He obviously went through the woods, went to the house. On his way, he skidded. A deer jumped in front of the car. He moved out the way. He crashed, banged his head, cut it. Looked really bad. Police officers come. He managed to, obviously, we asked for his license and registration. He managed to sweet talk him out of it, pretending that he was a rich guy, he had Benji's watch on, and they started talking about boats, and the officer let him go on his merry way. But what was interesting is, obviously, give a fake name, but the officer took his plates. Later on in the episode, he's in the house, he's watching them. As always, he's getting too close, and he starts having visions. He starts seeing his old girlfriend. The injury to his head is not working. It's not doing any favours to him. He's literally having loads of visions here and there. And we got one, like a little flashback, so to speak, of how their relationship possibly ended. And that was when she was getting loads of texts on the phone from a guy. She was saying it was just someone from work. She was trying to make connections. He was saying, no, it's not. You cheated on me. She said, well, we tried to have a break for a while. I thought that this little break would give us some space, bring us together, but it's just made you more crazy. It's mad. It really is. And then as this vision was happening, Bex had left. Who turned up? Peaches. She seen him. Obviously, Joe had a gun because he found it in Peaches' bag. Peaches knocked it out of his hands, picked it up, pulled it on him. Realised that he was the stalker. He was her stalker. He was the one getting in the way of her and Bex. They started scrapping. He had a fight. She shot Joe in the leg. He managed to obviously overpower her, turn around, boom, and he's killed her. And that's how we finished the episode. Paco's mum patched his leg up. No questions, no ask. She said that she owes him a favour, and that is the favour that she gave. Also, it brought him and Beck closer because she's distraught right now, and he's just comforting her. So, very interesting to see how we go from here. I did say that there'd be DNA all over the place. He had his hands on the guns. There would have been, a struggle from Peaches when she was fighting him. There would have been scratch marks in the dirt. There would have been blood splatters from Joe being shot, because obviously he did get shot. And he was in the house quite a lot. He had to stay the night as well. So I'm not having no hairs has fell down, no blood has dripped. He pissed in a bottle and he's left it on the side. Possibly that's going to get used against him. Very interesting. I can't wait to find out. So if you do enjoy today's episode, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you do. And as always, let's jump into episode 7 of season 1 of You.
That first perfect month, we'd been to hell and back. We'd done the hard work. I was ready to wait it out during the grief period, no matter what that looked like. But it only brought us closer together. Then over the next few weeks, something happened.
Falafel.
Couldn't tell you the exact moment things went wrong between us. Wrong, they have gone.
That's why you're here in therapy, to find out why your relationship went south?
It's over.
Interesting. So, the relationship's over. Do you reckon that she's found out some information? Police officers come around, found out that's not, he's giving false names or something. I don't know. We're obviously going to see it play out. But you do get into a position, in relationships where it stagnates. Is that a word? Like, you're all in this high honeymoon phase. That's what you call it when you first get into it. And then you plateau, don't you? And you become, like, literally just one level. Everything. You get in a routine, you get stuck in a rut, and then everything just becomes boring and stuff. So you got to keep it fresh all the time. Try and, like, mix it up, do different things, go out, like, try new activities. Just keep everything going, because if you stay stagnant, come home, watch TV, do this, do that, it gets boring.
Why don't we start when things were good with you two?
My first kiss. Boy, Matt. He was so sweet, and we went to see Hitch together. I was waiting for him to make the move.
What, that was your first kiss?
No, it was 2 nights later on a school camping trip with his best friend Chad. I mean, but
Chad, man, what a name.
He went for it, and I've always had trouble with that kind of thing. The whole good guy versus bad boy bit. No real words.
Only fake ones. We connected on every level.
Hey, 1 second. Vajazzle, Vajazzle is a real word in the UK anyway. It just is, mate. People fucking get the vaginas, dolled up, mate. Put sparkles and what are them sequins that you put on your face and stuff. That's actually a thing, mate. People pay for it. A vajazzle.
It doesn't get any better.
Wait, it can't be.
10.
Are we redoing my first kiss?
An everything ship. It really was. We were in a really healthy place. I mean, I'd even stopped relying on, like these certain crutches. I'll see you after work.
Yeah, about that. I may have gotten fired from the yoga studio. Wait, I fell asleep leading Shavasana. It's fine. I can find another job. I can...
Come work at Mooney's. I'm offering. But big steps feel right in an everything ship.
I swear, this makes me such a better listener. They should do a study.
As if your shrink could get a fucking joint out.
I'm sorry, I think I just need to sit down. I regained the new Saffron 4 by reading Eating Animals, and I'm test driving veganism now, and I'm just feeling a little faint.
Someone needs a burger.
Or somewhere to put his meat.
We were doing great. It was safe to open up about the very hardest things.
You know, Peach went on a date with JSF in high school. Apparently he ate pork belly. Very scandalous.
You haven't mentioned her since the funeral. It's been over a month.
I'd rather save it for therapy if that's okay. I mean, honestly, Dr. Nikki's been really helpful dealing with my grief.
Is it the same guy he's gone to?
Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. It's a bit troubling when your partner hides something from you.
I hear you, Paul.
Every asshole in this city has the same not-so-special problems. It won't be hard to hide who I am. See, I thought I'd eliminated all of the obstacles between us, Beck, but now
That's interesting.
another has reared its head, and he's sitting right in front of me.
See what I mean? He's only a therapist. The guy, as soon as a male is like in her life, whether, I don't know, it's a friend or something, guy's jealous. Like, I knew he'd go to that therapist. But my question is, like, I've always said this, is like, I personally... I don't have any dramas going on. I have no, like, deep down things that, like, I'm always sad about or anything. But I would be very interested to see, if I went to a therapist, if they could drag something out. Do you know what I mean? Because I think it's interesting. I've seen most people who go to therapy actually say it's uplifting and, like, it feels great. Get everything off the chest. But, like... It's like one of them things where you don't know you had a weight lifted off your shoulders until it's lifted, until it's out there. And that's the same with me. Like, I don't need therapy, but, like, maybe I've got something deep down that I've never even subconsciously thought about. It's just in there deep, and it's like, if I spoke about it, it'd just get whipped out, and I'd be like, whoa, I feel amazing. I would love to try therapy, but it's also, like, very expensive. And it's like, I feel like it's only good if you're in a position where you physically need to get something out, or you got nobody to talk to, and you need some direction. You need someone to listen and not judge you. But like if you're in a position with me, who's just think, oh, it'd be interesting to see what it's all about. It is, you know, it's not worth me spending all that money on. But Joe, man, again, he's there trying to assess this guy and what his thing is. But first of all, smoking some weed like on session, is that what you call it? It's not really professional, is it?
Tell me, when did you see the first cracks with Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Well, having Ronaldo at work was amazing. It did force me to confront some slightly careless aspects of his personality. I tried to cut him some slack. You know, new job. And somewhere in there, he's still grieving.
This is uncomfortable. She's your girlfriend, and Lord knows I'm not one to criticize, but Beck is terrible, Joe. You're caught up hard in the tilt-a-whirl of punani, and that is something I struggle with every day. But here's the thing, brother. Shooting where you eat just leads to confusion.
It's good
so
advice, man.
I'm gonna let you ruminate on that for a little bit.
This is Officer Nico, Greenwich Sheriff Department. I'm looking for a Mr. Ivan Mooney. Calling about a Buick registered to your name?
Yeah, I gave that car to my nephew, Spencer.
I was just calling about a little fender bender he had. It was nothing.
Ethan said you were late again today?
Yeah, I know.
It was hard to find the line between boss and boyfriend, between supporting and enabling.
The truth is, I've been having really vivid dreams. It's not your fault, it's just her face, it's fading, and I didn't think that would happen so fast.
I couldn't tell if I was helping. I thought I was.
It's pathetic. The only good thing in my life right now is therapy.
The only good thing?
My neighbor's alcoholic boyfriend literally has to be chased away with a baseball bat.
Do I know you?
No.
Then what are you staring at?
It was like working with Ronaldo at the bar wasn't such a hot idea, huh?
But it had its good parts.
This is pretty cool.
Hi.
Hi. What is this?
Is that a meatball sub?
subs. Your
Yes,
favorite?
mate. It was a fat win.
I think one errant candle could destroy an entire collection of rare books. You are worth it.
I felt bad for girls who don't eat. It always made me sad with Peach.
You're talking about Peach.
I had this Little Mermaid sleeping bag when I was a kid. God, I love that thing. But then it started to smell. I couldn't bring myself to get rid of it, though.
A security blanket.
But then I lost it, and even though I was sad, kind of relieved, I didn't actually have to get rid of it. Not that I am comparing Peach to a cheap nylon sleeping bag. This metaphor made a lot more sense when I came to it with Dr. Nikki. Peach made such a big deal about birthdays, and she always made sure I felt super special and would plan the whole thing, and I think I'd rather keep it low-key and small.
No to small, no to low-key. Okay, part of the fun is making a guy think that you don't want something and seeing if he still
That's
comes
tough,
through.
man.
Now, Beck's not like that.
Every year she wants to keep it simple. And every year, whatever guy that she's dating royally blows it.
And I think because I was anxious about this, my judgment was a little off.
If I bury my sorrows in any more booze and boys, I'm gonna get syphilis. Losing a friend is super complicated, Joe. Well, make it a surprise party. A book theme. Would you rather do something and be wrong, or nothing and be wrong?
Mate. That is good, man. That is good. I'm going to flip it from the party because that's a tough one. Don't get me a present for my birthday. Get me a present for my birthday. Yeah. I've took it up a step. Would you rather not get a present and say, yeah, I listened to you, I didn't get one? Or rather get a present and they say, oh, I didn't really want it. I would rather get that present. Do you know what I'm saying? It's tough. Now, what I would do is I would let her throw the party and I would attend and I'd be like, and then I would judge her reaction, I would watch it, I would see how it goes, and I'd be like, yeah, I know that you wanted to keep it low-key, but your friends wanted to have some fun. They're missing Peaches as well. So that is why I've got a low-key one here as well. Next week, me and you go away. Do you know what I'm saying? Backup plan. Doesn't really matter. Like she just said there, would you rather do nothing or do something and be wrong? I would rather do something and be wrong than do nothing. It's like if you was at work, yeah, and your boss was like, you know, you've not done anything for the past hour. And you're like, well, I didn't really want to do it wrong. I didn't really know if I was supposed to do it. It's like, I would rather do something, say, oh, you've done that wrong. I'd be like, yeah, sorry, I have done it wrong. I mean, I was trying, like, at least, because your boss would be like, well, at least you tried, but it's wrong. Do it this, and this way. Instead of, oh, mate, you've been sat on your ass all day for the past, 4 hours. What you been doing? Do you know what I mean? So I think that he should go with the party, even though I think that Bex actually don't want it, but I would go with it. I would say, this is not just for you, Bex. Like, I know it's your birthday, but it's an excuse for these people as well who are suffering just the same as you. You can both enjoy it together, and then we will do your quiet, secluded one that you wanted, me and you, wherever you want. You pick it. Movie night, you know, bowling, whatever's. Retreat to the woods, spa day, it's all yours. You pick, we'll go.
It was the beginning of the end.
Because you threw him a surprise party?
No, because that's when I realized he was cheating on me.
Surely not, Beck. That's really disappointing if you are. Ron's coming up the stairs as well.
Oh, shit. You scared me. It's my girlfriend's birthday.
She's lucky to have a man who cares.
Bacon wrapped date. Bacon wrapped date. Bacon wrapped date.
Beck was supposed to be here at 9 to meet for dinner.
She'll be here. Relax.
How American.
Oh.
Who's that?
A friend from...
One of Beck's school friends, I think.
Rude to stare, special.
Elizabeth Bennet. Named my shelter cat after George Eliot. I love her.
The cat or the author?
Both.
Meow.
Where the hell is Beck?
Do you want to touch his mustache?
No, Lynn. No, Lynn, I don't want to touch his mustache. What else can I do?
People are puzzling.
Beck isn't just puzzling, she's impossible. Like, where is she right now? It's selfish. It's rude. Shit.
God.
Hey!
Quiet, and I said small.
Yeah, Lynn said...
Oh, now you're listening to Lynn?
In retrospect, a misfire.
Grief isn't a straight line, Joe.
I know, you've just been hard to read. Where were you? I called, I texted you.
My therapy session ran long. Dr. Nikki and I were really... And then I guess I went for a walk.
Okay, so then why didn't you call me?
I forgot.
But it's your birthday, Beck. We made dinner plans.
I don't know. I feel like she's bullshitting.
Tell me the truth, and we can get through anything. Okay, well, if you can't tell me, then show me. Show me your phone.
But if you do this, it means there is absolutely no trust between us. And if we don't have trust, we have nothing. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah, man, I'm not blaming Joe in that sitch. Not at all.
Happy birthday.
I'd just eat the cake, me. Hands in it, like the guy from Scary Movie. My James, I'd just be scanning all of it. Now, right, me, personally, this is just me. I don't blame Joel for asking those questions that he was asking. Like, because she's being sketchy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to tell... Well, you don't have to tell the truth, but, you know, for your trust, you got to tell the truth. Like, where she said, oh, our therapy session ran longer than expected, and then I guess I went for a walk. Well, you guess you went for a walk. Did you, or did you not? Like, what was you doing? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you said, oh, mate, you know, we were supposed to start therapy at 3, we started at, like, our 3 is ran over. Then ours ran over, and I went for a walk, you know, I was still emotional, I had to get... just some me time. I had a few glasses, sat at a bar, I was just thinking about peaches, reminiscing. That is absolutely fine. Makes total sense. You've not been sketchy. The way you was addressing it, it was like you was trying to make up something on the spot. I guess I've done this, I guess I've done that. You know, what, well, you guess you went for a walk, but you smell like you've had wine. Well, I mean, I guess I had a few glasses of wine. I was trying to figure out how to write. Well, can I see some of your writing then? What did you get anywhere? Where did you write? Do you know? It's all that stuff, and then she was like, oh, happy birthday to me. And he's like, well, yeah, it is your birthday. That's right. We had dinner reservations. You know, you thought we had dinner reservations, so you should be ready. Do you know what I'm saying? If it's your birthday, you should be doing what you need to do. Go to therapy, go for your walk, do your writing, have a drink, whatever it is, but turn up. Yeah, you didn't turn up. You turned up late, so you're all over the place. You're hard to read. I get it. I actually do get it. He shouldn't have gone through his phone. He shouldn't have insinuated that. He kind of insinuated to her face that she was with the therapist. Now, I wouldn't have done that. I would have given her the option, tell me the truth, you know, like you said, we can get through it together. And if she walks off, I would have just let her walk off, she's dealing with whatever. But in terms of if I was Joe, because Joe was not me, I would just gone and got a phone, which is definitely going to play into factor in the show. The guy keeps putting it in his ceiling. The guy's not changing his phone case at all. I mean, as soon as she finds it, she's going to know that's my phone. And then shit's going to go down.
With his therapist? You sure that's a pretty heavy accusation, right?
Experience.
Candace.
There are certain tells. You can see it in their eyes when they look at you. I was blind. I only saw what I wanted to see, but I didn't make that mistake again.
Look, I'm not one of those shrinks that are obsessed with the past, but I think in this case we should take a look.
I brought you a donut.
Oh, hold up. So you're just back together? regardless of your suspicions?
Didn't matter.
I feel like I'm hungrier than sushi.
Pizza,
Choose.
Thai.
We had Thai for lunch. Why do I always have to pick?
Mate, he was giving options
It's a
and she was
horrible
saying
feeling
no.
to know things have gone wrong and there's nothing you can do to change it.
Yo, man,
You
I
know
would literally say,
something or
what's
someone
going on here?
has
Like,
come
why are you not
between you.
opening your phone? Straight in the ceiling. Just, it's what I was saying, sketchiness. Like, if she answered the texts when they come through, you wouldn't be bothered, would you? You'd just like, it's my mate, like, whatever's. Trust, if she's sleeping with a therapist, I want him to kill her. Just because that's just him in the show. Do you know what I mean? Not in real life, like, go and kill him. Is this going to be Joe?
But it was looking like I was right. You give them your heart, and what do? Breaking someone's heart.
Oh, mate, she literally went through the platform 9 3/4.
Are you following me?
Yeah, I'd say yeah, I am. Ah, that was. I mean, let's be honest, right? She's not just got under the invisibility cloak and walked around. There's no chance that she would have flashed over there and went through the wall and then come round and opened up on the backside. That is too far of a spread for it to go. But it's interesting. And again, though, I feel like he's missed. I was saying she's bullshitting. I actually don't think she is now. I feel like Joe's had past trauma. He's not gone to therapy. He needs to get this stuff off his chest, like I was saying before. When you say you don't realise that you got weight on your shoulders, and then you get it off, and you're like, wow, I didn't realise that is the situation he's in. I feel like actually it'd be good for him sitting in front of this guy because he said, let's talk about your childhood. We're not here to talk about my childhood. What's going on there, mate? What childhood did you have? Gives a bit more info, you know? Get it out there, the therapist, let him express it. But hey, he can't get out of this now. He's followed her one time to an event with a dad. He managed to sweet talk his way out of that. He can't do this one. You got a straight up, yeah, I am. Like, you've been sketchy. I'd literally like, yeah, I am. You've been sketchy recently, you know. I've spoken to you a few times. You're not answering your phone. I touch you. You don't really like show me any affection, and then you just you take ages to reply to me. I wanted to see where he was going. That's what I would say. I would literally just be straight up and honest.
I saw you.
God, stop lying.
That's a shit lie, Joe, man.
God, you're being crazy.
Are you sleeping with him?
No, I am not sleeping with him.
Who's the fox?
My friend. But I guess that wasn't readily apparent on the text from my phone. Don't.
No,
Joe,
he
I
had to
told
just
you.
leave. I would just walked
We
off.
don't have trust. We have nothing.
And he's still at the therapy session saying that she cheated on him. Interesting outlook on it.
What's your diagnosis?
My diagnosis?
Yeah, what do you make of it all?
2 Paul
Sure.
Browns. Been hurt in the past, feel betrayed and hopeless. But the other one has faith. He believes true love exists.
That is true, man. Mate, he's analysed him well in 48 minutes.
Sure, be down to seeing you again if you'd like.
I don't think so.
This guy's getting a try out. It's not hard.
Peach, Benji, they left me no choice. They were dangerous.
I think he's going to pick the
I
lock
think you
on
might
his
be in
thing.
danger again. But I need absolute proof first.
I mean, he followed me.
I pretend I'm Joe, okay? What would you say to him right now?
The more you want me, the less I want you. Of course you think I'm hiding shit.
Hey, this
I
is good,
am.
actually.
Hiding what a complete ugly mess I am. And instead of putting it into my writing, I am hibernating with you. But every time I turn around, you're standing there, ready to make it all okay. But only I can do that. And if you really love me, you'll see that.
That's good, that, actually. I really liked it. So he's wrong about the therapist.
Pushing away a good thing back. Joe might be good for you.
Maybe, but it's what I need.
Sounds like a messed up girl in a crisis. It also sounds like you were right to end it with me. The only thing I wasn't wrong about was loving you.
Hey, I thought that she was going to find that, but no. Sometimes you think you're doing the world a good, don't you, by being there for somebody, but sometimes you can overwhelm them and they haven't got time to grieve and process and think for themselves. You know what I mean? That is a tough one, because it's one of those things where you can kind of flip it to the party situation before. Would you rather be there too much and them say we don't need you than be there not at all and think that they don't want you? Fucking mate. That's like a Jonesky meme. Well, yeah, man, it is a tough one. I'm sitting next door. Oh, no, it's back.
Hi.
Thanks for opening the door. There are a million
things I could say. I was threatened that you needed someone to talk to who wasn't me. And if I was a smarter man, maybe I wouldn't let you go. I'm guessing that's what you need, so I will.
Oh, I hope he's put a word in. Everything or whatever.
Goodbye.
I would give her a glazed donut and a meatball sub as well.
Everything ship. I love that.
I'd never felt this way before, where you love the bad things about someone.
Sometimes it scares me
He's back in therapy.
to love someone so completely and not have them love you back. I don't understand it. That's why I'm here.
What don't you understand?
Love.
If we understood love, I'd be out of a job. I have to say it's sort of unique to everybody, like a fingerprint. People have a hard time letting love in.
Hey, go on, son.
My girlfriend dumped me.
Hey, she's confident, this girl. You could tell from the second encounter that she's into him.
Oh. I love you, Joe. Your face. Oh my god, I'm just messing with you.
That was good. Why is he going into her phone? Oh.
Are you gonna leave Beck alone?
Oh, here we go. Mate, I can't wait to find out what actually fully happened with that last relationship. It is interesting, man. Oh, okay, we finished there. I think Joel, this guy, whoever plays him, I think he plays it really well. I think he plays the kind of like lost, down in the dungeons type of guy, and then like the obsessive one. Really, really good. I think he sells it. Like, you know, there's many programs and just many things that you watch, and people don't sell the stuff that you want to get invested in. I can feel it. I can feel how much he's obsessed and how much he's like really into it and committed, and like how he's troubled as well in these certain situations. And he's insecure, man. Guy's insecure. But then again, from being told about what's happened in his past, you can understand why somebody would be insecure. Not many people fully recover over past traumas, you see. You might improve and advance, and you might, you know, put it behind you in the past, but it's deep down. It's there. Like I said, therapy session, get it out, feel released. It's always there, hindering in the back of your mind. It's going to happen again. And I think that he sells it really, really well. Now, the episode was interesting because, you know, he's given another false name again to his therapist. He also nearly got caught off the police officer, because he rang and he asked for Ivan, was it? And then he was like, yeah, that's mine. And he was like, do you know someone called Spencer? And he's like, yep, he's my grandson or whatever. I borrowed, like, I give him the car. Clever, quick thinking, you know, to remember the information that he gave out. He even said that it was too close as well. But in terms of like the whole context of it, we started obviously with them being broken up, and we've ended with them being broken up, and we got the story being played out as well. It's episode 6, they ended together, didn't they? Him being there for her. Now, I did say like earlier on in the episode that the relationships, like, to keep it fresh and upbeat, you need to do constant different things, switch it up, mix it up, make it feel good, you know, like, don't always stay plateaued. And when he was showing and speaking about it, he was going through all these different scenarios. He recreated the first kiss and stuff, and he was going out, and she gave him like a little candlelit dinner and a meatball sub down in the bookstore. So they was doing what I was saying. But it got to a point where he got a bit obsessive, and she found out, and they broken up. But again, like I said, it's interesting because I think there's 3 episodes left now. I'm not too sure how we're going to play out. Are he going to live happily ever after? Are they going to get married? Is he going to go on a Madden? Is he going to kill her? Are we going to find out what's happened to his previous girlfriend and how she actually died? It's madness. It's really exciting though, so I can't wait to jump into the next one. And that is going to wrap up episode 7 of You Season 1. Hopefully, guys, have enjoyed it. I thought this was a good one. I thought it was very interesting how we dived into, you know, a therapy session straight up, pretty much from the start. And then we got a playthrough of, they say the past few months or weeks since Peach's death, which is interesting to see because, like I said, episode 6 we finished with him consoling her, looking like he's going to be there for her, and then we started episode 7 with him pretty much saying they've broken up straight away, and we got the play out of it. Now, I have to admit, Bex was being sketchy throughout the episode in terms of like how she was feeling, where she was going, and she wasn't giving good explanations. You know, if someone puts you on the spot, where have you been, you should be able to say it. I think that because, not that they're telling a lie, but what I'm saying is, if you ask someone, where have you been, and they beat around the bush, you're going to be like, but just tell me. You know, like I said, she was supposed to have dinner reservation for her birthday, even though it was a party, which she didn't want. We'll get to that. But dinner reservations. As far as she knew, it was a birthday. She had dinner reservations. She should be there on time. If she was running late, she should text, but she didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? She should be considerate. If she was running late, she should have texted, sorry, I'm running a bit late. Everybody is all singing, all dancing, it's all gravy, baby, because you know that she's told you and you're happy with it, you know, you've got a bit of explanation. But if she turns up and you say, where have you been? And you say, oh, well, I guess I went for a walk. You guess. Did you go for a walk or did you not? Why smelling like wine? Where have you been? Not telling me what's going on then. See what I'm saying? This here is where you raise suspicions. Anybody is justified to say that, whether it's your mum, your dad, your girlfriend, your partner, your brother, your sister, uncle, whoever's me. If somebody asks where have you been, you should be able to just say, I've just been to the shop, sorry I was late. Yeah, I was supposed to come obviously here for 9 o'clock. I know that, but as I was obviously walking, I got really emotional. I was thinking about peaches, I had to have a sit down, I had a couple of glasses. I'm sorry I'm late. I shouldn't have done it, but you've told me, you know, I'm at the bar, I'm going to run a bit late, I've had a few drinks, I'm sorry. That's fine, but being sketchy, it does raise questions. Now, obviously, he followed her again because he did think it was the therapist that she was sleeping with. And I'm surprised that when he said, who is the fox, yeah, that she didn't say, how have you got into my phone? Because she will have a password. You know, I thought that was going to raise a suspicion that she might say, what's going on there? How do you know who's texting me? But again, talking about sketchiness, yeah, she's been, like I said, she's been sketchy going to see that person. She's also, yeah, when he was sat in the house and he was watching TV and stuff, and like, obviously he tried touching her. If she didn't want it, that's fine. She was just like, whatever. But her phone, you know, if you're getting text and then you turn it over so people can't see it, that is sketchy. If you're getting text and you're not opening your phone in front of them, again, I don't think that is, you know, it just raises suspicion. If I was sat next to my girlfriend or whatever's, and she was getting text and she was just on the phone, she was texting, she was laughing, I would never even. I'd just be like, whatever, so yeah. You know, she's texting someone, chilling, yeah. But then if we were sat there watching TV and she's getting loads of texts, like 15, and never answered it, and then like she kept turning it over so I couldn't see who was texting, I'd be like, why are you not texting them back? Like, why are you hiding your phone away from me? And that's not being overprotective or possessive or anything. That's just like she's highlighting a situation by not getting a phone and not texting and not saying where she is. And I think that in that situation, it is okay to raise suspicions. Now, obviously, following her and stuff is not. And it's good that she found him, you know, like she went through the platform 9 3/4 wall, boom, turned back around, mate, appeared on the other side in Enquiry like the twins from Legacies. So, again, raise questions, you following me, tried to give a shit lie, got caught out, he ended up having to spill the beans, she broke up with him. That's where we got back into his therapy session, which his therapist did actually get down to some trauma, you know, or well, whatever you would say. There's two Joels. There's this one, scared of getting hurt, XYZ, paranoid. This one, who's open to love, hardcore, wants to go all in, and believes true love does exist. I thought he analysed him very well in 48 minutes. It looked like he was going to kill him as well because he thought he was obviously having a relationship with her. But he let him go, picked the lock, went back in, listened to her on the computer, and it was there. She was saying, look, mate, I really like Joe, but because he's there all the time, I'm having no time to grieve for myself. I'm having no time to reflect, no BECK time. It's just Joe and BECK time. And if he really does love me, he'll have to let me go. It's like that saying, isn't it? If you love something, let it go. If it's true love or something, it'll come back. Some shit like that anyway. Like, if you love something very much, let it go, and if it's meant to be, it'll come back. I think that is true in like situations like this. I think it could work really well. He's let her go now in this episode. Now the next one, obviously, it's easy. You can fast forward. You can start the episode 4 months in. 4 months fast forward, she's healthy again. He might be in a bit of a rut. They meet up again, and it's all singing, all dancing. But he's let her go. He done it in a nice way, you know. She done it in a normal way, breaking up because he was like seeing like a bit of a creep. He's gone and said sorry. He kind of said exactly what she wanted to say because he listened to the tapes and he knew what she really wants for the relationship. So that's a win for him on that side. And in terms of their relationship, it's obviously done. So right now he's just slept with the next door neighbour's sister or whatever's. But he's gone to go through her phone as well, or his. I'm not really too sure whose phone it was. He's stalking BECK's profile, and then boom, his ex-girlfriend is popped up again in a vision. Are you going to do what you did to me to BECK's? And then we finish the episode. So what's happened to her, mate? Is she alive? Is she not? Is she dead? Is she moved to Rome? Has she got a boyfriend? What's going on? did she cheat on him, or was it that his paranoia? Do you know, I'm really intrigued. But like I said, 3 episodes left. Can't wait to watch them. Thanks for clicking on today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.